Here were two mighty kingdoms. The kingdom of Umudim, ruled by King Mberu, and kingdom of Umuokwara, ruled by King Ako. King Mberu had a daughter, Princess Olamma, whose beauty was like the morning sun. Her skin glowed, her smile won hearts, and her kindness made her even more lovely. People sang songs about her beauty, and her name traveled far and wide. When King Ako heard about the beautiful princess, he sent a message to King Mberu. Let my son, Prince Udoka, marry your daughter. Let our kingdom be joined forever. When King Mberu received the message, he was happy and agreed. He dressed Olamma in the finest clothes, golden bracelets and shining jewels. He also assigned her maid servant, Nwakego, to accompany her on the journey to the kingdom of Umuokwara. But as they traveled, envy filled Nwakego's heart. She too wished to be a princess. That night under the stars, she turned to Olamma and said, "Take off your royal clothes, wear my dress, and swear by the spirit of the land that you will tell no one who you truly are, or misfortune will befall you." Scared and confused, Olamma didn't know what to do. But Nwakego's threats were too much. So with a heavy heart, she made the promise and took the oath. When they got to King Ako's palace, Nwakego held her head high in the princess' fancy clothes, while the real Olamma followed behind, dressed like a servant. The king and the prince were confused. Is this truly Princess Olamma everyone talks about? How is it that the so-called maidservant look even more beautiful and charming than the princess? They wondered. The prince, who had heard of a beauty like the moon, was disappointed. He did not feel the joy he had expected. Days passed, and Prince Udoka grew restless. He felt no connection with the woman who claimed to be his bride. The first princess stayed in the palace while Olamma was sent to care for the royal sheep. She walked quietly, keeping her secret. One day, as she led the sheep to the grain fields, she rested under a tree. A parrot flew down and perched above her. Seeing her in a servant dress, it flapped its wings and called out, "Oh, Princess Olamma, how can a moon hide in the shadow of the stars? If your father saw you now, his heart would break. If your mother knew the way to the heavens." A wine tapper who was nearby heard the parrot's song. He walked up to Olamma and asked, "Is it true? Are you really the princess?" Olamma remembered her promise and shook her head and denied. But the wise wine tapper knew something was amiss. The wine tapper smiled. "Okay, fine. If you cannot tell me, then why not talk to that your dog that follows you around? You can tell to the dog." The next day, Olamma sat under the tree with her little dog. She gently patted its head and whispered, "Oh, my friend, I am the true princess. Nwakego took my place and made me swear never to tell anyone. That if I speak the truth, she says I will die." But Olamma did not know the wine tapper was hiding nearby. He ran to the King Ako and told him everything. The king summoned for Nwakego. He spoke in riddles and asked, "If one were to deceive a great kingdom and steal another's place, what should be their punishment?" Nwakego, proud and sure, said, "Such a person should be banished forever." The king stood up. "Then it shall be so. You, Nwakego, have stolen the place of a true princess. You will be banished." The guards took her away. Olamma was dressed once again in royal robes. The people gasped. She was even more beautiful than they had heard.
Prince Udoka's heart filled with joy. He married Olamma and they lived happily together.
Princess Udoka's heart filled with joy. He married Olamma and they lived happily together.